Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a third-party figure. We are looking, well, actually I think it's technically a fourth party. It is the Lime Toys oversized Dark Aries, which is a oversized version of Mastermind Creations' take on an IDW Optimus slash Nemesis Prime. First of all, let's take a look at the box. He does come packed in vehicle mode. I have him in robot mode because it's a little easier for the comparisons. He does come in this like sort of plastic shell, which does hold him surprisingly well despite just being like an insert. I really do like that they have some molded mechanical details here on this. For some of my more expensive and like third-party figures, I do hold on to the packaging, just in case like I ever, might move or need somewhere to store them if I ever like really run out of room. But that's cool. He does actually come in this box here. It's just, sorry, it's just sort of got some mechanical painted or printed details on most of it. We got him in vehicle mode there, and here in robot mode. He does come with this chainsaw staff. It doesn't really have any other reference to it other than this specific image, so that's sort of what I have him doing. All the parts do plug into each other, although it does look a bit awkward on the vehicle because they're just sort of like big pipes hanging off the side. But and then we got our promo images here. He does have a light up feature that I do not have active right now because I don't have any batteries on hand, and I haven't really been able to get his chest compartment open because you just lift his head up and there's like a slot for a coin to twist it, and I can never get it to twist all the way open, and I don't want to force it, so I've never actually gotten it open. But it's not the end of the world for me. I don't usually leave the light features on for the ones I do have. But yeah, it's there if you want it. So he does come with two blasters. His other one's here on his back. You can plug it in here to this port on top. I do like the way they look. It seems like the silver parts, or at least for the weapons, are actually done in a silver plastic, not just silver paint, which is nice, so they won't really chip as much. I know that these are supposed to plug into his shoulders, but it always takes a little bit more force than I'm comfortable with, and I think they look fine down there on his legs, so I just leave them there. But yeah, he does have this big staff. We'll go ahead and take it out of his hand. And pretty much these grooves are how everything plugs in. If you have the original figures or even the other regular oversized one, it's the same on the official Mastermind and the other oversized. This is just like 4 parts. These are like ball jointed for some reason, but they just kind of snap on there. And these are the chainsaw slash wrist guns. Really snug in there this time. Okay, hold on. Oof, that was way more snug than normal. But yeah, these normally will sit on these ports right here. Again, it's the same peg for everything. Just sits like so, and I really do love that like red energy chainsaw. I know I've mentioned before, I love my edgy Optimus. I love the Nemesis colors. I didn't notice it at first out of the box, but he does actually lack the like neon blue cyan, the neon blue colors that are normally his accents. You can see they're actually red here. I don't necessarily dislike that, but I do think that blue does give him a nice little breakup in the color scheme. I think it accents him a little better, but I'm not upset about this. And if you don't want him to have his chainsaw, if you just want him to have those wrist blasters, you just unpeg that, and then you can flip the guns out, and there you have his usual wrist mounted blaster. But personally, I think the chainsaw is edgy, and I like it edgy, so I'm gonna give him his chainsaw. So yeah, there's that. And again, he can hold his guns. There's just that little tab. Both hands can do it. You can have them back here. The guns do fold up like so. You know, if you want to like keep them, I don't know if you can holster them. Yeah, you can't really do it here. You could theoretically like put it on his arm with that peg if you took the chainsaw guns off. But yeah, they do fold up, which is neat, and they do plug in his vehicle mode. Everything stores on his vehicle mode. And if you are familiar with the original figures, these guys are superposable. You know, he's got all sorts of gizmos and joints and all sorts of stuff. They are great figures, and I know not everybody likes oversized figures, but I happen to enjoy them. So I wanted to get this guy. His legs are a little uneven. There we go. But yeah, and like I said, battery compartments in there. I think that should be in the instructions. I'm not sure. We'll just take a look. I meant to look at those earlier. And it does show you here where the batteries go and everything. And the button is just this middle section on the chest. But yeah, we got our instructions here. It doesn't say the batteries on the instructions, as far as I can tell. If it does, it's in a language I cannot read, and it's sort of hard to read as it is because they are small and in dark colors. But yeah. And again, these will store on the vehicle mode. They plug into those ports. They plug in on the side of the guns, like so. You know, you have it all folded up, and it'll look kind of awkward in robot or vehicle mode, just sort of giant pipe sitting there, but you can do it. But enough rambling about that. We'll bring in the original Mastermind Creations version, so you can sort of see how much bigger he actually is. I guess I should stand this guy up straight at least. No, not the sword. No. But yeah, here he is next to the original one. This guy does come with a cape, and you can see it doesn't, it sort of shows like a rusty brown, but it's actually like black with like a hint of red to it, and it does have the same like wire frame to it. I'm not entirely sure exactly how it's supposed to go over. There's some reinforced holes sewn into it, and I think it's supposed to like wrap around. It's got like a hood. It's different than the cape that comes with the actual one that has just a place for his head and this little rubber piece. It looks like this is an actual like hood that goes over his head. I haven't messed with it much because I'm probably going to display this one without the cape, but it does come with the cape if you liked that. And we'll bring in the newer, I think it's the more Optimus-y version of the Mastermind molds. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but like this has the like the updated guns and the slightly different remold. But just sort of a comparison. Again, these two are going to be the same size. They're essentially the same mold for the most part, but just slightly different. And I think this one might have the remolded arms. I'm not entirely sure, but they look the same. No, he doesn't. He has the port underneath, whereas this guy has a peg. So he is based off the original version of the molds. But yeah, overall,